Nāropa, as you know, was one of the main Kagyu forefathers in the Kagyu lineages. And, not so many people associate the Kagyu or Nāropa with Kālacakra, but you clearly say, obviously Nāropa is very important in the Kālacakra transmission. So again, could you say maybe a little bit about the Nāropa transmission and his role in the Kālacakra transmission?
Once, we are clear that when this text was composed,
yeah,
so we are clear that it was composed after during early 11th century. Now, we are also clear where it was composed, because I have done detailed analysis that the flora and fauna it is mentioning, the culture it is mentioning. So all these are clearly from India, and Sambala is not something in the Arctic or somewhere else. Because if the text is talking about laddu and puri, these kind of things, so these are not the staple diets of in the Arctic region. So now once we are clear that it was composed, written in India and during this period, so at that time, who was the greatest authority, Buddhist master, thinker in India? Apart from that, we know then it was Nāropa. Apart from that, if you see all the 17 lineages mentioned by this Jonang historian Thuje Sundu in 13th century, all the 17 lineages in one way or another is derived from Nāropa itself. So major two also derived from Nāropa. But apart from that, if you see Sami Lochawa tradition, again that comes from Nāropa. So Abhyakar Gupta and Abhyagar Gupta and all the traditions that is derived from Nāropa. So now, Nāropa is the greatest scholar of that time when it was being composed. All the traditions are derived from Nāropa, and Nāropa is one of the name was also Yasodhara. So if the text was composed by a bridge version, what people say, a bridge version was done by Manjushri Yasa. So Yasodhara was another name of Nāropa. And Nāropa had different names. If you see even in Tanjore, so he's writing with different names. So why can't that Yasa be Nāropa? But I have finally, and you see, Tilopa Nāropa also worked on Sadhana Yoga, six-folded yoga. And Kālacakra has again Sadhana Yoga, and it's more or less very similar to the Sadhana Yoga of Tilopa Nāropa. And they have, he had developed it further. So the whole base is again Tilopa Nāropa's six-fold yoga. Nāropa is the master from whom all different lineages can be, found. So therefore, there is no doubt it was Nāropa who composed the text.
Yeah, I mean, this is absolutely fascinating. When I read this, that you assert that Nāropa would have composed the root text, the Kālacakra root text, right? Now, this is obviously.
And I must add here, Nāropa has another name as Nadpad.
Yes.
Okay, someone who holds the status of Nad, and Nad is the highest. When in the end of the text after realization, it is said there are 16 body, 16-fold body of the Kālacakra. Then 16th is Nada. So there is only one Mahasiddha who is known as Nadpa, that was Nāropa. So the whole Kālacakra realization, realized master. So that name itself was given to Nāropa.
Yeah, I mean, this is really fascinating because not a lot of people will necessarily, well, certainly outside the academic realm, would associate Nāropa with Kālacakra. And I think that's really important. And, original aspect of your book and your introduction is that you make that very clear association and why.